다음 소식입니다. 러시아의 우크라이나를 향한 공격이 계속되면서 현재에는 혼란이 계속되고 있습니다. 또한 블라디미르 푸틴 러시아 대통령의 궁극적인 의도에 대한 여러 분석도 나오고 있는데요. 우크라이나 르비우에서 취재 중인 기자가 자세한 현장 상황 전해드립니다. 현재 우크라이나에서는 서부 지역과 주변국을 향한 피란 행렬이 급증하고 있습니다. 지금까지 우크라이나를 벗어난 피난민은 수십만 명에 달하는 것으로 추산됩니다.
Yeah, I just have a text message from one of my key pastors in Kharkiv in the northeast part of the country. And I said to him, "How are you doing?" He said, "I'm not well." I said, "How can I pray?" I said to him, "How can I pray for you?" He said, "Pray, my family's on the run. They're trying to get to where I am right now. Their city has basically Russians troops in there. And I've been spending time all these last 3-4 days, and people, I mean, the sadness is so evident. I mean, I've seen so many mothers, I've seen so many people crying as they're walking down the street. I've seen so many people hugging. I've seen parents holding on to their children. They're in total shock. Total shock. Within a few days, the entire country has turned upside down, and their beloved capital city of Kyiv, about 6 hours from me here, is under assault by Russian forces.
이에 유엔은 긴급 특별총회를 소집하고 우크라이나의 현 상황에 대해 논의했습니다. 한편에서는 이번 전쟁으로 인해 최대 400만 명의 난민이 발생할 수 있다고도 전망했습니다.
I mean, the officials here in Lviv are expecting close to about 5 million people in the days to come. The mayor of Lviv put out a website showing some 6,000 shelters that are open and ready to welcome those who are fleeing. Churches have gotten together with Jewish congregations and other Orthodox Ukrainian Orthodox churches. They're all banding together to help as best as possible. But remember, just today, I think I had about 5 air raid sirens go off. I had to run down to the basement of the hotel. It's not really a bomb shelter, but in a situation like this, you don't want to be on the 4th floor like I am. If there's a missile, a cruise missile, or a ballistic missile, you want to be on the bottom. So the reality is that the western part of Ukraine, even though it's relatively safe right now, despite the sirens, it is still a place that could potentially be in the crosshairs of Moscow.
일각에서는 블라디미르 푸틴 러시아 대통령이 우크라이나를 동부와 서부 지역으로 나누려고 한다는 주장이 제기되고 있습니다.
Yeah, my sense is that in the opening salvo days of this war, that is what Putin wants to do, because he basically, if you look at a map of Ukraine, you look at the Dnieper River. It's Europe's 4th largest river that pretty much cuts the heart of the country. Kyiv, right there in the middle. Everything to the east of the Dnieper River has been historically Wendy Russian speaking, and so the aim right now, my sense is that the aim is that, and that's where all the concentration of Russian troops are. My sense is that he wants to basically divide the country, capture Ukraine. He's got the south, he's got the east, and in essence divide the entire country. But there have been some attacks to the west here. There are a number of military bases here on the western side, but we'll wait and see what kind of action he plays west of the country.
블라디미르 푸틴 러시아 대통령의 궁극적인 목적은 소련의 재건이라는 분석도 나오면서 우크라이나뿐만 아니라 주변 나라들까지 우려하고 있습니다.
Well, you look at not just Ukraine, you look at the countries of Lithuania, Slovenia, Slovakia. They're all very concerned. This entire region has been turned upside down within a matter of days. This idea that Vladimir Putin wants to reconstitute not just the USSR, but the entire Russian Empire. And today, Ukrainians are, after 30 years of experience in democracy, suddenly their entire lives have been turned upside down. Freedom has been snatched from their hands, and they realize the possibility of returning to the dark days of totalitarianism and a dictatorship that they see happening today in Russia. I mean, just imagine, just the last couple of hours, you've seen thousands of Russians taking to the streets of Russia, and they're all being arrested. I think over 2,000 Russians have been arrested just in the last few hours because they're protesting the regime and their war here in Ukraine.